Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Aisha Wasim taking chemistry of class 9th. The topic of this presentation is electroplating on steel. Before proceeding with the topic, we should know what is electroplating. Electroplating involves depositing one metal on another metal. The metal which will be electroplated here is steel, and the metal which will be used for electroplating could vary. The conditions that are required for good electroplating are high current density, means if we apply a greater potential difference, then it will be convenient to electroplate one metal on another metal. The next condition is low temperature. At low temperature, the electrolyte stays as such. As a result, this is also good for electroplating. The third condition is high concentration of metals in its electrolyte. These are the metal ions that are present in electrolyte which are deposited at cathode. The first metal that will be electroplated on steel is zinc, called zinc plating. Whenever we want to electroplate one metal on another metal, then the metal which is to be electroplated act as cathode, while the metal which is electroplated act as anode. Basically, anode dissolves and deposits at cathode. Here we want to electroplate zinc. This means we want zinc to dissolve at anode and deposit at cathode. So the anode here will be zinc metal. We want to electroplate steel with zinc, so steel object will act as cathode. The electrolyte that is chosen for this process always contain the ion of the electrode. Here we want to electroplate zinc, so the electrolyte must contain zinc ions. We are taking potassium zinc cyanide as electrolyte here. The formula for potassium zinc cyanide is given here. This potassium zinc cyanide will ionize into potassium ions, zinc ions and cyanide ions. It is these zinc ions that will be electroplated at steel cathode. Sulfuric acid in few drops is also added to avoid hydrolysis, means breakdown of water molecules. These are the reactions taking place during zinc plating. First, we will see how electrolyte ionizes into its ions. The electrolyte here is potassium, zinc, cyanide. It will ionize in two steps. In the first step, potassium zinc cyanide dissociates into potassium ions and zinc cyanide ions. This zinc cyanide ion in the next step ionizes into zinc ions and cyanide ions. The reactions taking place at anode and cathode are also given. At anode, zinc gains 2 electrons and change into zinc ions. These zinc ions, being positively charged, move towards negatively charged cathode, where they gain electrons and deposit in the form of zinc metal. Have a look at the reaction. Zinc is converting into zinc ions by losing 2 electrons. Now this zinc is present as electrolyte in the form of ions. This zinc ion will then gain 2 electrons at cathode and change into zinc metal, which will be deposited at cathode. This is the entire process of zinc plating. The next metal which could be electroplated on steel is tin. The process is called tin plating. In order to electroplate tin on steel, we will make anode with tin because anode dissolves in electrolyte and deposits at cathode. The cathode is made with steel object which we want to electroplate with tin. The electrolyte here is stannous sulfate with formula SnSO4. Here again a few drops of sulfuric acid will be added to avoid hydrolysis. In this, the tin anode will dissolve to produce tin ions and tin ions will be deposited at steel cathode. These are the reactions taking place during electroplating tin. First, have a look how electrolyte will ionize in water. Stannous sulfate ionize to produce stannous ions and sulfate ions. Now the reactions taking place at anode and cathode. Anode is the one that loses electrons and convert into stannous ions. Tin is losing 2 electrons and converting into stannous ions. Tin is soluble in water only in the form of ions. Now these ions being positively charged will begin to move towards cathode which is negatively charged. At cathode, the stannous ions, these will gain 2 electrons and convert back into tin. This tin will be deposited around the steel cathode. This is called tin plating. The next metal which could be electroplated on steel is chromium. Process is called chromium plating. This is a bit different from zinc plating and tin plating because chromium cannot be directly electroplated on steel. Rather, steel is first electroplated with copper or nickel and then chromium plating is held. In order to electroplate chromium, the anode is made from chromium. Cathode is made from the object which we want to electroplate. The electrolyte used in case of chromium plating is chromium sulfate. The formula for chromium sulfate is Cr2SO4 whole cube. First, the anode will ionize to produce chromium ions and then these chromium ions will be deposited at cathode. These are the reactions taking place in chromium plating. In the first step, the electrolyte, which is chromium sulfate, will ionize to produce chromium ions and sulfate ions. At anode, the anode is made from chromium. This anode, by losing 3 electrons, will convert into chromium ions. Now the chromium ions are in electrolyte. Chromium ions carry positive charge. They will move towards negatively charged steel cathode where these chromium ions will gain 3 electrons and deposit as chromium around steel cathode. This is how chromium is electroplated around steel object. I hope this presentation will be helpful in understanding electroplating. Allah Hafiz.